N-rated, and yay, we get to talk about Galio for an entire interview. Amazing to see all these special picks coming out. So tell me maybe first and foremost, why did it work in this comp?
Well, first of all, I think supports needs to engage. So Galio, Flash ult, perfect engage. He has a lot of utility overall, like for the whole team. He has a slow, he has a speed up, and he has the 90 armor and MR boost that he can give when you have the shield on level 5. So that's immense, that's just huge. And if you give that to an AD carry and he's life stealing, like the effective HP of him is just insane. Like if he gets a giant spell plus 90 armor and MR, mid game he's like basically not nukeable, and that's really good.
We noticed that you were skilling your Q and W first of all, and basically leaving the E till last. Talk us through that, and the thought process behind that.
He's after all a melee champ, so the Q is the harass spell. I need to max it, obviously. I tried out getting E like level 4, level 8, and it just feels weak because the W gives like 15 armor and MR every single level, every single point you put on it. So the more points, the tankier the carries get, basically. So that just gives more like utility and tankiness towards the whole team, and that's more important.
So Annie, Thresh, and Leona were banned out, and this worked out very well. But if your Leona or Thresh were available, would you still go for him in next matchups?
Well, in this case, I don't even know because all supports were banned. Like the top tier supports were simply out. Galio was a reliable pick for us. It was a strong engage, so I didn't hesitate to pick it because I practiced it a lot.
Is it also a risky pick, though, as well, in terms of that? Because, Flash Ultimate is what you need to land in the middle of a fight. And with someone like Gragas in there that can knock you straight out of there, is that the risk that you have to factor into it with Galio?
You really need to focus on the cooldowns that the enemy have to interrupt you. It's reliable. Flash ulti is always reliable. The circle is so big, and it doesn't see like, hey, I'm going to come now. If you don't miss position in teamfight and you can flash ult, you will always hit like 3 people. So it's very reliable, but the laning phase is a bit weak at the start, and unless I hit like all Qs, I don't really create that much pressure. So the laning phase, weak point, but in team fights, he's just shining.
Who times the cooldowns then? You said, it's very much dependent. If, for example, Gragas is just a little bit out of the circle, you know that he's got his ultimate up, you're probably not going to do it. Who times those important ultimates?
Well, Gragas has it up pretty much every time.
Well, yeah.
It's like 30 seconds or something, so you just have the feeling if you just used it, you can do it. So in a team fight, you more look at, like, if Nami wave is out and Gragas just ulted, I basically can also flash the Gragas ult and just ult it in one team fight. I got blown up there, but it doesn't really matter. The point was more like you see the cooldowns that they have to interrupt, and you just see where they're going on. And in the end, if I catch a big cooldown, it's also worth it because it doesn't go on one of my carries.
Yeah. Solo queue, brace yourselves for support Galio. Gonna be a lot of fun. What I also wanted to ask you about is the pick and ban process, because you had the first pick and you picked up Elise, while a lot of people maybe thought he's gonna go for, or they're gonna go for one of those strong top laners, and I felt that it might have been kind of a bait from your guys' side.
The point is we relied on what we had in researchers, and we researched a lot about them and looked towards the jungle picks, and his most comfortable pick is Vi at the moment, so we took Vi out right away, and we saw they banned Eve, so it was clear like we needed to focus on that jungle pick.
What's your hope for the season? I mean, it was not the best start for you. I mean, a loss to Fnatic, who are in fine form right now. You can probably brush that under the cart, although obviously means a little bit more to you than some of the other teams. How do you see yourselves right now? Are you at the level you'd really want to be? Is there a lot more to come from this SK team?
This is just the start, and the 2 matches didn't go at all into our favor. Like, we made so many mistakes, but you learn from mistakes, so we really learn from them. We watch the replay and we analyze what we did wrong, and in the end we're going to get stronger out of this. So every single match we're just trying to improve, and as long as we do that, we will always perform well.
Yeah, for a 2-2 for a new weekend, for a weekend, the first weekend with the new team is not bad at all. And I saw you saying in an interview, we want to get top 4, but only because we don't want to go through relegation again. But at this point, if you play like this, don't you think you could maybe aim a little higher?
Well, always aiming for top 4 means 1 to 4. I don't want to be cocky and I don't want to say anything, but our aim is not to be. Our aim is going to be the top 4.
Always a good thing to have. I think aim as high as you can and avoid those relegation spots at the end. And Rated, you've had your time out of League of Legends. You had your time with Evil Geniuses for Lemon Dogs there. What happened to N-Rated in the time where we didn't hear anything from N-Rated?
Well, I was traveling, I was doing a lot, and I took time for myself. In the end, I had like a really huge break from League, and that was not good for me. And the last time I stepped it up, I practiced a lot more, and I changed my attitude towards basically everything. And now I'm trying and training, and we will see how far it can go.
Are you enjoying being back in the pro player spotlight as it is, or?
I'm very thankful for that.
So fans go ask for autographs and pictures all around. Thank you very much. Congratulations on